Good morning, America. For our viewers in the West, major flash flooding, a tropical threat, the escalating war with Iran, gas prices rise overnight, and Tom Holland swings us into the week. Flash flood emergency. Monsoon thunderstorms striking areas already hit by wildfires. This massive mudslide shutting down a Utah highway after powerful storms slammed the Northeast. Thousands of flights canceled or delayed. This morning, Ginger's tracking new alerts for the Southwest, the Midwest, as the new tropical threat takes aim.
Breaking news, growing fears of an all-out war with Iran. The U.S. launching a 9th straight night of strikes after at least 3 U.S. service members were killed, including 19-year-old Private Isabella Gonzalez. This video circulating online appearing to show the moment missiles hit the base. This morning, the U.S. issuing a new worldwide travel warning as American fighter jets head to the region. Overnight, the average price of gas hitting $4 a gallon again. Our Martha Raddatz is live in Jordan.
Massive recall. Iceberg lettuce pulled off shelves in dozens of states. Now the growing fallout in that severe stomach bug outbreak. What you need to know.
Terrifying turn. A Texas couple tells us about the moment their dream Italian vacation excursion went very wrong.
Well, I don't think that was supposed to happen.
Urgent search after a brazen break-in. Eagles superstar Saquon Barkley's home burglarized while he and his family were asleep.
Fiery rescue.
Get out of the car now! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
How this police officer saved a man trapped in his burning vehicle with just seconds to spare.
Plus secrets behind the star-studded halftime show as Spain reigns, defeating Argentina in a heated final to capture the World Cup. But was it Messi's last stand?
And it's a super start to the week.
Can I just fix your shirt?
Yeah, thank you.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is helping us suit up for Monday.
Friendly neighbor?
Tom Holland talks brand new day, Zendaya, and what's next.
And it both filled me with excitement and absolute dread.
As they get ready to swing into theaters.
We ready?
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Monday. Good morning, America. Good morning, America. Yes, we are ready, Tom Holland, ready to hear more from you about Spider-Man, brand new day. And plus, we have much more ahead on the World Cup. You were there.
My ears are still ringing from the fans. Wow. It was just amazing, right? Spain right there hoisting the trophy after defeating Argentina and Lionel Messi in extra time. We will have much more on the heated matchup and the star-studded halftime celebration ahead.
How fun to be a part of that. Also ahead this morning, James Longman is standing by with breaking news at Downing Street, the UK getting its 7th prime minister in the past decade.
And the concern this morning about a widening war in the Middle East with a new round of strikes overnight after attacks by Iran killed at least 3 U.S. service members over the weekend. This video circulating online appears to show the moment the missiles hit the base in Jordan. This morning, we're learning the identities of 2 of those service members. Martha Raddatz is in the region with the latest.
But we're going to begin the week with a new round of severe weather. Massive mudslides in Utah after parts of the Northeast were hit by a powerful storm system. Ginger's going to start us off tracking all the new threats. Good morning, Ginger.
I mean, nearly 19,000 flights were canceled over the weekend from severe storms alone. Now we've got the threat for a place like Wisconsin that has air quality alerts and tornadoes possible today. And this all begins with what we saw yesterday in Utah. Just a little bit of rain hitting a burn scar, causing major problems.
It was a wild weekend full of flash flooding and severe storms. More than 400 severe storm reports since Friday. In Beaver County, Utah, monsoon thunderstorms dropping up to 1.5 inches straight on the recent Cottonwood burn scar, triggering flash flooding. The murky, blackened waters carrying the wildfire's remains. A massive mudslide forcing the closure of Interstate 15. Floodwaters moving so fast, sweeping a love seat away. Officials urging people to evacuate, saying the flooding has compromised the water.
Beaver will recover. It will take some time. It won't be tomorrow, or it probably won't even be next year. But they'll recover.
All of this after severe storms slammed the Northeast Saturday.
How deep is this? Oh my God. Oh.
From flash flooding in Brooklyn and across the tri-state to wind gusts over 65 miles per hour in Baltimore, Maryland. In upstate New York, the town of Victor littered with downed trees on flooded roads. And after days of haze, wildfire smoke is finally dissipating across much of the East Coast. But in the Great Lakes, air quality alerts are still up, thick smoke even prompting some evacuations. Airlines still reeling from those storms, which canceled nearly 4,000 flights and delayed nearly 19,000 more over the weekend.
Unfortunately, we will see more severe weather today. It is already at a level 3 out of 5, and it's over the same areas in Wisconsin, for example, that have air quality alerts. So Green Bay or Madison, by this afternoon and tonight mostly, you're going to see the chance for not only damaging winds, but there is a tornado shot today back to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. We also have a level 2 out of 5 that includes Raleigh, so eastern North Carolina severe storms for you too. This all progresses then overnight into tomorrow morning. It will be making its way into western Pennsylvania, down through Ohio, and watch what happens. It moves through the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic. So a level 3 out of 5, that's Charleston, West Virginia, back into northern Kentucky. But Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, and New York City all make our way into that threat today. And Rebecca, there's still more monsoon flow. Could see some fast rain. If that falls on a burn scar in parts of Arizona or New Mexico, you have problems.
Yeah, all of this keeping you very busy, Ginger. Thank you. We're going to go now to the latest on the intensifying war with Iran. This morning, the Pentagon releasing the names of 2 of the American service members killed over the weekend. And we're going to go straight to our chief global affairs anchor, Martha Raddatz, who's on the scene for us in Amman, Jordan. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, Rebecca. This morning we have learned the names of 2 of the service members killed as a result of that Iranian attack on a U.S. base in Jordan. Both are Army soldiers, one an officer. First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan, who was 25 and from Hawaii, and Private Isabella Gonzalez from Carrollton, Texas, who was just 19 years old. And we are learning this morning they were not the only ones killed as this war widens. Overnight, the U.S. launching a wave of strikes on Iran, the 9th consecutive night of bombing, as CENTCOM announces that human remains were found at the site where 2 U.S. service members were killed in that Iranian attack on the U.S. base here in Jordan. The remains likely those of the service member said to be missing after the Iranian attack.
We hit him very hard again tonight, and we did that in honor of the probably 3. It's probably 3 as opposed to 2. Great patriots.
CENTCOM also announcing that a service member was killed in Iraq during the controlled detonation of a downed Iranian one-way attack drone. The U.S. strikes on Iran this weekend, targeting Iran's Revolutionary Guard, believed to be responsible for the attacks on American troops. Iran has launched attacks across the region this morning, targeting both Kuwait and Bahrain. The Kuwaiti army saying its air defenses are currently confronting attacks by hostile drones. It was a combination of drones and missiles in that deadly strike that hit the base in Jordan. Video circulating online appearing to show projectiles falling over the base, some intercepted, but others making a direct hit. Sources telling us one of those strikes hit a housing containment unit, raising questions among some military experts about Iran's capabilities, despite the administration saying the Iranian military was decimated.
Potentially, the Iranians are changing their tactics. They could be using more advanced ballistic missiles, some that maneuver upon re-entry, thus making it more difficult for Patriot to intercept them.
An official telling ABC News U.S. fighter jets stationed in the United Kingdom and Germany are now being sent to the Middle East. And this nearly 5-month-long war, which began with the U.S. and Israel launching strikes on Iran, appears to have once again brought traffic through the critical Strait of Hormuz to a crawl. Market data shows only 8 vessels navigated the strait on Friday, although Energy Secretary Chris Wright is disputing that.
Almost all the public data I've seen is incorrect. There's flow through 2 routes through the Strait of Hormuz.
The renewed fighting spiking the cost of oil and gas. A gallon of gas now $4, at a time when Americans are already paying more for goods due to inflation. Both the Iranians and the Americans say they are still open to negotiation, but as it stands this morning, it looks like we are closer to all-out war than any sort of peace agreement. And Americans around the world have now been issued a worldwide caution alert. Whit?
All right, Martha Raddatz for us. We appreciate it. Now to breaking news in the UK, getting a new prime minister this morning. Labour Party leader Andy Burnham taking over from Keir Starmer, who stepped aside under pressure. Chief international correspondent James Longman is in London with more. James, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Keir Starmer came outside here in Downing Street just a little while ago to say goodbye to the British people, and now all the focus is on Andy Burnham. But the big issue is that we don't know very much about what he intends to do. There was no Labour leadership contest. There was no general election. The Labour Party has brought him in because he's seen as having more charisma than Keir Starmer, but he is reasonably untested, especially on the international stage. He comes here to Downing Street as Prime Minister with the war in Iran ongoing, in Ukraine, in Gaza, and we don't know what the relationship is going to be like with the President, with Donald Trump. We know that President Trump has spent the last few months attacking various European leaders, including Keir Starmer. I think it's fair to say that Trump and Burnham occupy very different positions on the political spectrum. How they get on, well, that's anyone's guess. We do know that President Trump holds a lot of value in interpersonal relations, so they may get on, but Andy Burnham has a huge challenge ahead of him. There is a lot of political instability here. He is the 7th Prime Minister in just over 10 years. Michael?
Yeah, a lot of turnover there in the UK, James. Thank you for that. We're going to go now to the latest on Nolan Wells. A memorial service is being held today for the Mississippi 18-year-old who died after a July 4th boat trip. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky is here with the details. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Michael. The parents of Nolan Wells are burying their son today without officially knowing how he died. They are intent on celebrating his life.
This morning, 2 weeks after the body of Nolan Wells was pulled from the waters off the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the 18-year-old is being laid to rest in his hometown of Ocean Springs, where he was a standout high school football player. His mother said his teammates, friends, and the public are welcome.
I know if Nolan was here, he'd be like, Mom, just keep talking to the people, keep telling my story, keep telling your story. So that is going to be my plan.
Tyler Perry offered to pay for the funeral. The Reverend Al Sharpton will deliver the eulogy. He has raised questions about accounts of what happened to Wells and how his death is being investigated.
To tell us don't rush to judgment saying it was racist is fine. But then I'm telling you, don't rush to judgment saying it was not racism, because we do not know. We want justice.
Investigators say they believe Wells drowned during a July 4th boat trip with friends. His body was recovered 2 days later just off a remote barrier island. Autopsy results are pending. His parents will bury their son without the answers they've demanded about the circumstances leading to his death.
This loss, this grief, this pain, it's different. It's insurmountable. And then it's like you get these flood of emotions all at different times, and grief is so multi-layered. 1 second I might be okay and I can talk about things and I can listen to his stories, and then the next minute I am falling apart.
The funeral is open to the public. What his mom has called a party to celebrate Wells's life is by invitation only. And she has also called for calm, a day free of protest over the case, just to focus on her son.
Yeah, such a bright light that we have lost. Okay, Aaron, thank you. We're going to go now to the fallout from the severe stomach illness in dozens of states. The producer linked to the outbreak is voluntarily recalling iceberg lettuce sourced from central Mexico. Elizabeth Schulze joins us with the latest. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Rebecca. So Taylor Farms, which is one of the world's largest producers of salads and fresh vegetables, is now voluntarily recalling nearly 36 of its iceberg lettuce products in 27 states. You can see them there, as the cyclosporiasis outbreak causes severe upset stomach among thousands of Americans. This recall includes market-side brand iceberg lettuce from Walmart with use-by dates of between July 18th and August 3rd, plus bagged iceberg salads, shredded and chopped lettuce, and lettuce romaine blends that were sold to grocery stores and restaurants. Taylor Farms says that the FDA has not identified a single positive product that has tested positive for the parasite, and that this recall is out of an abundance of caution. Last week, the FDA, though, did link the outbreak in 5 states to Taylor Farms' shredded iceberg lettuce that was sourced from central Mexico and supplied to Taco Bell restaurants. Taco Bell says that it has removed all affected products. Whit.
Okay, something to watch closely. Elizabeth, thanks so much. Now to NFL superstar Saquon Barkley becoming the latest pro athlete to fall victim to a home invasion. Police searching for the suspects now who broke into the Philadelphia Eagles running back's house this weekend. Our Ike Ajachi is here with the story. Ike, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Whit. Listen, police say at least one intruder entered the home while Saquon Barkley, his fiancée, and their 2 young children were inside. This morning, a number of suspects are still out there. This morning, a brazen break-in to the Pennsylvania home of Philadelphia Eagles star running back Saquon Barkley, just 20 miles outside Philadelphia.
Barkley, goodbye!
Just after 5 o'clock Saturday morning, officers were called to the Barkley residence in Tredyffrin Township for a burglary in progress. Police say at least one intruder made it inside, while Barkley, his fiancée, and their 2 young children were home.
Our main concern is that the residents of that home at the time were unharmed, which they were. They were fine afterwards, obviously unsettled as anyone would be.
By the time officers arrived, the suspects had already fled. This morning, police are searching for at least 2 of them and this vehicle, a white SUV they believe is connected to the crime.
Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first down.
It's a frightening scare for a family Philadelphia fell in love with during their Super Bowl run. Barkley celebrating the win alongside his fiancée and their kids, Saquon Jr. and Jada. Just last September, Barkley opening up to our Rhiannon Alley about what matters most to him.
When you have those kids and you see those kids grow up, you realize that there's so much more in this world than how well you run a football.
Investigators say Barkley's status may be exactly why he was targeted. Now, police are also examining whether this attempted burglary fits the pattern of organized theft rings that have targeted professional athletes like Patrick Mahomes in recent years, guys.
But we're happy he and his family are okay and safe.
Absolutely.
All right, I thank you for that. Appreciate it. And now to a thrilling end to the World Cup. Spain defeating Argentina and Messi in extra time. Well, you were at the game. Tell us about it.
Yeah, what an experience. It was a clash of 2 titans, really. It's so fun to be there in person. They were scratching and clawing for an opportunity, but eventually the game opened up and a new champion was crowned. This morning, Spain on top of the world, lifting that coveted golden trophy after defeating the defending World Cup champions Argentina. For nearly the whole game, Spain in control. Then Argentina's Enzo Fernandez sent off after this foul, receiving his 2nd yellow card. His team forced to play with 10 men for the remainder of the match. Later, Spain's moment finally came just seconds into the second half of extra time. Ferran Torres scoring in the 106th minute, but with just moments left in the game, superstar Lionel Messi came within inches of tying it up. The 39-year-old widely considered the best of all time, leading his team to the final. After all 4 of their knockout victories came in the final moments, but that Messi magic running out against Spain. Emotional after the game, many speculating this could be his final World Cup. In a symbolic passing of the torch, Spain's rising star 19-year-old Lamine Yamal seen comforting a heartbroken Messi. A full-circle moment for the pair, who recently went viral when this photo re-emerged showing Messi bathing Yamal as a baby in a charity photo shoot. Yamal, the 3rd youngest player ever to start in a final. Greeted with excitement from perhaps his biggest fan, his younger brother Keina. Celebrations erupting around the world, from Madrid to Central Park in New York City. What do you think about the match?
Like, I can't put it into words. I'm feeling like so euphoric right now. It's like actually insane, but I'm so glad.
And Spain is now the first nation to hold both the men's and women's World Cup titles at the same time, cementing their dominance in the sport. And this World Cup, by the way, making history, setting a new attendance record with more than 6.8 million fans packing arenas across the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. It's just been such an incredible tournament. I don't think I've slept in like 6 weeks straight.
Dude, it's been so much fun to watch, even if you were, from the country, whatever, just watching soccer.
Exactly.
The way these guys were playing was amazing. And looked like you had a good time.
I did have a good time.
All right. And I love the passing of the torch.
Yes.
That was really great.
Special.
All right, we're going to have more on the World Cup halftime show just ahead. We're going to take you behind the scenes.
Also ahead, how a Texas couple's dream vacation to Italy took a terrifying turn. They tell us about it.
And we hear from the officer who put his life on the line, pulling a man out of a burning car.
Coming up, the new study on coffee and heart health. How much is too much?
And Tom Holland, one-on-one. We'll be right back.
My dad is coming home.
You're pining for a daddy you didn't even know. I could take this from you.
Welcome back to GMA. Tom Holland in two of the summer's most highly anticipated blockbusters. The Odyssey had a massive opening weekend at the box office as Holland brings Spider-Man back to the big screen. George sat down with him to talk all about working with Zendaya, his wife, and what's next. That conversation is coming up in our next hour. We're going to have so much more on the Odyssey ahead in pop news. But first, Will, you have the headlines.
I do. Good morning to everyone. We have a lot to get to new at 7:30, beginning with rescue teams searching the rubble after a deadly earthquake in Peru. Authorities say at least 6 people were killed, 20 injured in Saturday's quake in the Andes Mountains. Several buildings collapsed or were damaged. You can see the devastation behind me there. An historic church was damaged. Officials say they still don't know how many people are missing. And 3 people have now died in the ongoing Legionnaire's disease outbreak in Manhattan. More than 70 people have been diagnosed. 8 people remain hospitalized. The bacterial infection has been linked to cooling towers in dozens of buildings on the Upper East Side. And the Tennessee Titans announcing the team will induct former star running back Chris Johnson into its Ring of Honor. Johnson revealed here on GMA with Michael last month that he has been diagnosed with ALS, and the ceremony will take place at the team's season opener in September. Well deserved, despite the sad circumstances.
Exactly, and thank you. Thank you. I'm glad the Titans are doing that for Chris. He deserves it. And Will, you have the blockbuster World Cup halftime show, the first one ever. Yeah. And the performances, they were some of the biggest stars on the planet.
They were. I'll give you all the details right now. So, Law 7, Section 2 of the laws of the game that FIFA enforces for its competition state that there shall not be a halftime exceeding 15 minutes. However, these laws were written in 1863 and did not account for the possibility of gathering 5 of the biggest musical acts in history and the greatest conductor in the world and the Muppets for a halftime show, so they ran long and made history.
This morning, some of music's biggest global superstars joining forces for the first ever FIFA World Cup halftime show. The 11-minute spectacle starting with the Queen of Pop, Madonna, turning back the clock with her hit Music. Escorted to the pitch by Brazilian soccer legends Ronaldo and Ronaldinho. World-renowned conductor Gustavo Dudamel and the Muppets rocking out and rowing in a delightful nod to the Norwegian national celebration that took the World Cup by storm all summer.
Chris Martin, who was directing all of this, and he called me and we were talking. This was like 3 weeks ago, and he said, like, what about doing this? He said, like, of course, let's try to do. And then we have to rehearse that because it's fun, but it has to look, energetic and all of that.
And no surprise, BTS was dynamite. Jason Sudeikis and Brendan Hunt in character as Ted Lasso and Coach Beard, getting Justin Bieber into the game, serenading the arena with a stripped-down solo performance. The tempo picking back up with global icon Shakira, who brought a high-energy performance of the FIFA anthem alongside a troupe of young dancers, with some help from Burna Boy. For the joyous finale, curator Chris Martin joined by the PS22 chorus and all performers, with a unifying message of love. And the star power didn't stop there. Tom Cruise hyping the crowd, and Jennifer Hudson bringing the house down with the national anthem.
Wow, hit the high note, stuck the landing. The whole thing was such a spectacle, deserving of a World Cup final. Yeah. And by the way, the finale, that was a new Coldplay song called We Dance. They made it for this event.
It was
Martin curated the whole thing.
I liked all the kids singing along. That was sweet.
That was really sweet. And the jumping around, you had Bieber and Ted Lasso and everybody at the end.
There's just so many different types of acting. Jennifer Hudson never disappointed.
She is amazing.
I was in the nosebleeds, but up at the top, I could hear that. The rest was like ants down on the field, but that was an amazing performance. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Will. We're going to go now to the American tourists sharing their story after a dream vacation to Italy took a terrifying turn, and our Hannah Bataz here with more on that. Good morning, Hannah.
Yeah, good morning, you guys. So this Texas couple is hoping their story reminds other travelers that taking part in even some of the most popular tourist attractions deserves careful consideration.
This morning, panic inside one of Italy's most iconic landmarks. Tourists trapped in a small boat, water pouring in, and fears they wouldn't make it out.
I'm videoing and I'm thinking, oh, we're goners.
That frightening moment unfolding inside Capri's famed Blue Grotto, where a tour boat would soon capsize, sending passengers scrambling to safety.
Here, it's okay, it's okay. Here, come here. Lay down with me.
It's okay. Did you speak English?
We actually hit the top of the mouth of the cave, and we
were overcome with water. Sharina Welch and her husband Cameron were on a Mediterranean cruise for their 25th wedding anniversary last month and decided to book an excursion to the island of Capri.
As the boat was going through and we're laying down, all of a sudden when the water came in so quickly, it slammed the boat up into the opening of the cavern right there, and it immediately filled with water.
Accessible only when the sea is calm and the tides are low, thousands of tourists visit the cave each year to see its glowing blue water. But the Welches say they knew something was wrong almost immediately.
Well, I don't think that was supposed to happen.
Transferring to another boat, escaping to safety before their own vessel finally sank.
It was scary. And to see daylight right after, I was like, oh my God, thank God, you know?
The biggest relief ever. Now, later, the tour guide apologized to the couple and even took them to a local shop where they were gifted new dry clothes so they could continue sightseeing despite that ordeal. Keyword dry.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Wow. Right.
All right, Hannah, thank you for that.
We're back now with an extraordinary act of bravery. A Texas police officer putting his life on the line to rescue a driver trapped in a burning car. This morning, we're hearing from that officer, and Ginger is here with the dramatic story.
You know, our first responders are always amazing and so brave, but Police Corporal Joshua Swisher was at the right place at the right time. Wait until you see what happened, though, when the burning car's door handle broke off. Smoke and flames were everywhere, and someone was trapped inside.
Get out of the car now! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
What began as an ordinary traffic stop on a Texas highway quickly escalated to a dramatic rescue. South Lake Police Corporal Joshua Swisher jumping into action after getting a call about a vehicle with dense smoke pouring out of it, flames spreading quickly underneath the car.
I had a vehicle pulled over on the shoulder, and almost simultaneously dispatch alerted me to a smoke investigation, possible vehicle fire. I was just thinking I got to get to that vehicle, get it stopped and pulled over, and see if I can't get that driver out of the vehicle before it goes up in flames.
Corporal Swisher's body camera capturing the moment he tries to open the door, but the handle breaks off.
And now I'm thinking, how am I going to get him out of this car? And from there, I just put my glove on.
Get out! Come out through the window!
Video shows black smoke billowing out of the windows, so thick you can't even see the driver stuck inside.
I couldn't see inside the vehicle because the amount of smoke that was pouring out.
Unable to open the door, he breaks the window with his fist.
Sir! Come out to the window now! Give me your hand! Give me your hand!
And pulls the driver to safety.
I got you. Get me out.
When the window shattered, that was a little bit of relief for me because I knew I had an exit point at that time.
Is there anyone else in the car? No.
The driver, shaken, but able to walk away without any serious injuries.
He's okay.
It's not every day that something like this happens, but I was just glad to be in the right place in the right time.
The rescue earned Swisher the Meritorious Conduct Award, the South Lake Police Department's second highest honor. I'd say well-deserved. The award recognizes employees who demonstrate exceptional courage, professionalism, and performance while facing significant danger. Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. Saved his
The
life.
handle broke off, too.
Oh
That
my
was
gosh.
really something.
He
Did a
saved
great
his
job.
life. All right,
Yes, he
thank
did.
you for bringing that to us, Ginger. Coming up, we have Tom Holland one-on-one with George. Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Flash flood emergency. Monsoon thunderstorms and massive mudslides striking areas already hit hard by wildfires after a powerful storm system hits the northeast. This morning, Ginger is tracking new threats for the Southwest and the Midwest.
How much coffee is too much? What a new study says about caffeine and heart health, and why how you drink your coffee may matter most of all.
And we're swinging into the week with Tom Holland.
You didn't realize that? You're the star.
I'm always like pinching myself.
Getting ready to bring Peter Parker back to the big screen as he celebrates a banner year.
Let's end this on a high note.
Because Tom is saying,
Good morning, America.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Monday. Good morning, America. Let's hear it a few more times. Good morning, America. Good morning, Spider-Man. And good morning, Becky Worley, who is quite literally shaking things.
I see this all over social media, and I wonder about it, and I'm so glad Becky is trying it out. One of the latest fitness trends going viral, those vibration plates. And Becky's the perfect person to do this, let's be clear.
Yeah, we got to put it to the test.
Yeah.
Also ahead here, she's the Emmy-winning voice of Bobby Hill on King of the Hill. Pamela Adlon is here to tell us all about the new season.
She is always fun to have around. But first, we're going to take a look at the top stories breaking at 8, starting with a new round of severe weather. Massive mudslides in Utah after parts of the Northeast were hit by a powerful storm system. Ginger is tracking all the new threats. Good morning again, Ginger.
Morning to you, Michael. All it takes is an inch or so of water hitting a burn scar like they had in Beaver County, Utah. So that was from the Cottonwood fire. And then you get up to 1.5 inches, really, and you get these debris flows and mudslides, at one point covering parts of the interstate, I-15, and shutting it down. Now, we also had damaging winds and flash flooding move through the Northeast on Saturday night. Nearly 19,000 flights were delayed. More than 3,000 were canceled, and we had major flooding there in Queens into people's basements, and then things calmed down yesterday. But today, the air quality is better than the Northeast. Not so in the Great Lakes. So anywhere from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan through Green Bay to Milwaukee, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, not only do you have air quality alerts, but you also have a level 3 out of 5 for damaging wind and tornadoes. Then down in Raleigh, level 2 out of 5 in the triangle there. We watch that progress to the east, and by tomorrow morning, it's making its way through Ohio and western Pennsylvania as a level 3 out of 5 back to northern Kentucky. That's for damaging wind and isolated tornadoes. And then into the afternoon and evening, all the way to the East Coast. So we're watching this. And of course, I've had updates here on Bertha. Much more coming up, Rebecca.
Yeah, keeping you very busy, Ginger. Thank you. We're going to go now to Vice President J.D. Vance announcing Second Lady Usha gave birth to their 4th child yesterday morning. And Mary Bruce has the latest from the White House. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Rebecca. Yes, congratulations are in order for the Vance family this morning. The Vice President and Second Lady Usha Vance welcoming their 4th child, a little baby boy named Alec Neil Vance. President Trump posting this photo, the first photo of baby Alec, on social media this morning. There he is being held by big brother Vivek and alongside big sister Mirabelle. The couple announced the birth on Sunday, saying both mother and baby are happy and healthy and that their 3 older children are overjoyed to meet their new little brother. The Vances also thanked doctors and staff at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center and the White House Medical Unit for all of their care and support. And this is a historic moment. Alec is now the first baby born to a sitting U.S. vice president in 150 years. We went back and checked. You have to go all the way back to 1870 when Vice President Schuyler Colfax welcomed a son in office. So our congrats to the Vances this morning.
Making history. All right, Mary Bruce, thank you for that. Now to a new study about coffee and heart health just out this morning from the American Heart Association. Stephanie Ramos is here with details and how much coffee is actually safe to drink each day. We all want to know, but kind of don't want to know at the same time, Steph.
I can understand that.
Yes.
There's some good news here, though. For a lot of people, coffee isn't just part of the morning routine. It is the morning routine. And for a lot of folks in morning television, let's just say the first cup is a warm-up. If you're wondering whether that daily coffee habit is helping or hurting your heart, a new scientific statement from the American Heart Association has some reassuring news. Researchers say for most healthy adults, up to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day, that's about 3 to 5 8-ounce cups of black coffee, is generally considered safe. Oh. Good. Yes, good. Lots of cheers in here.
Right on the money.
That's what you wanted to hear. In fact, studies suggest coffee may even be linked to a lower risk of heart disease, heart failure, stroke, and type 2 diabetes for some people. But before you turn that small into a large cup, experts say more isn't necessarily better. High doses of caffeine, especially from energy drinks and energy shots, have been linked to higher blood pressure and abnormal heart rhythms. Researchers also say what you put in your coffee matters. Sugary syrups, Michael, hold on, heavy cream, and other add-ins may chip away at some of coffee's potential health benefits. So the bottom line, for most adults, enjoying a few cups of coffee each day appears to be heart-friendly. Just don't make that mistake. That's not permission for an all-day caffeine marathon.
Are you going to tell them what your order is, Michael?
I'm not telling you what my order is, but I figure I'll just have 1 cup, and that'll make up for the other 5 that you
with all the extras.
I can do without the sugar, but I need my cream. I need a little half and half, yeah.
Well, if you do a little bit of that at the start of your day, that should be fine.
A little moderation.
A little moderation goes a long way.
All right. Thank you. You helped a lot of people with that, Stephanie.
Yes. And don't forget, drink water.
Yes. And coming up, we have in our GMA morning menu, can you shake it off to shape up. Becky Worley's trying out vibration plates.
Also ahead here, The Odyssey is celebrating some epic records at the box office, including career milestones for Matt Damon and Christopher Nolan.
Plus, George one-on-one with Tom Holland as he celebrates a blockbuster year from The Odyssey to bringing Spider-Man Brand New Day to the big screen. And Lori Bergamato is here with ABC's Secret Savings.
That's right. It's all about summer comfort, from cooling bedding to calming rubs to smooth your skin, all at unbeatable prices. That's all coming up right here on GMA.
We're back now at our GMA cover story. Now, you may see vibration plate devices popping up on social media or at your gym where you stand on them and they shake your body. And there are all kinds of claims online about their benefits. So Becky Worley tried them out for our Science of You series. And Becky, I'm just watching you over there. It's entertaining. Good morning.
Well, you know, a vibration plate is something that social media influencers claim makes exercise more effective, offers a shortcut to fitness. So, as you mentioned, Michael, in the spirit of a brave woman willing to try this gadget out on national TV, I am here to discover how the claims shake out.
Vibration belts of the 50s and 60s seem silly now, but everything old is new again as vibration plates, getting faster, are showing up in gyms and on social media.
I use it every single morning for just 10 minutes.
Vibration plate's good for like lymphatic drainage, muscle recovery, soreness, a bunch of things.
The vibration plate works. The claims online seem compelling, so I try for myself.
My innards feel like they're going through the spin cycle. Woo!
After a minute, it starts to feel kind of relaxing. But is it exercise?
The idea is that these vibrations cause muscle recruitment as micro reactions try to stabilize the body. Everything is shaking.
First, I try it as a warm-up.
And what's interesting is as I'm standing here, my heart rate hasn't really increased at all over just standing still.
Then at other times, I incorporated the vibration plate into exercises like squats, push-ups, and lunges.
This feels a little harder than if I were just doing this without, the shaking. Just the balance part alone is harder. Woo!
Claims on social media range from weight loss to increased muscle mass as a result of the vibration. But sports medicine physician Dr. Jeannie Doperak says, hold on.
While that may be the case for each of those individuals, or they may be seeing some independent benefit, there's not a lot of research or science that supports those claims. It is not a substitute for a good exercise program that should include strength training, aerobic conditioning, and some flexibility.
We reached out to LifePro, the makers of a popular vibration plate, the one I used, and they say vibration therapy is a powerful complement to an active lifestyle. LifePro vibration plates support joint-friendly recovery, balance, flexibility, mobility, and strength. It's important to use the devices per the instructions, and Dr. Doperak does offer caution for some.
Relatively low risk in healthy individuals. Anytime someone has any pre-existing illnesses like seizure disorder or perhaps someone's pregnant, they should check with their medical provider before using such a device.
All right, Michael's going to be brave and try it. What do you think?
Well, this one says walking. That feels pretty good. I usually let the gym to like warm up a little bit sometimes. Now that one says jogging. It's a little bit thing.
The farther out you go.
This one says running, and you can tell my voice is changing, and it lets me know where I need to lose weight on my body because I can feel some things moving in an area. I need to like good old love handles. I got to work on it. But these are great.
Face on the
it feels good, and you can do things too here, like if you're doing a squat, it sort of destabilizes you as you do them. I mean, you go down and do a push-up and it's like, whoa. Now, that's kind of crazy, right? You're really shaking. Micro vibrations and stabilizations. Hey, look, he's showing off. Oh, yes. Hey! Yes, sir!
Come on, America.
I love you. Just keep doing that, Michael.
I've only got left in the show. 45 minutes. I'll be here all day, people.
Feels good. May not be a shortcut to fitness, but you look cool doing it.
Well, you usually don't work out in a suit. How about that? But I like this. This is good. I think what is great, I do like it to warm up, though. It makes me feel like I get a little massage.
There you go. A little
workout.
massage beforehand.
Thank you for always being game to do all these things.
You know it.
Whit,
you need like a Polaroid picture in hand. That thing will be ready in no time. Thank you, Becky and Michael, for that. Sophie Flay here with Pop News.
Hey guys, we begin this morning with some music news from across the pond. Some satisfaction for fans of the Rolling Stones. The band topping the UK album charts with their latest album, Foreign Tongues. This is the 15th time they've topped that chart, and that now ties them with the Beatles.
Wow.
Yeah, right? The Stones dropped the album last Friday, and now they've also extended their record for the most top 10 albums in both Billboard 200 history with 39. Foreign Tongues landing at number 7 on that chart. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
You can never bet against them.
No, definitely not.
And now to an epic journey to the box office. More than 2,500 years in the making. I am, of course, talking about The Odyssey, which had a massive opening weekend, bringing in over 264 million globally.
Incredible.
This makes The Odyssey the biggest worldwide movie opening for Christopher Nolan's career, including the 3 movies in the Dark Knight trilogy and Oppenheimer. This also set a record for the biggest movie opening in Matt Damon's career as well, with the movie officially becoming the 3rd biggest box office smash of 2026, behind Super Mario and Toy Story 5, which is holding strong to that number 1 spot. And yesterday, Matt Damon was spotted at MetLife Stadium watching the World Cup final. ESPN posting, happy to see Odysseus made it back to his wife in time for the World Cup final.
That is so cool.
He's so good. And now from one summer blockbuster to what is shaping up to be another, I am talking about Spider-Man, Brand New Day. And there is, of course, some crossover with the stars of The Odyssey, Jon Bernthal, Zendaya, and of course, Tom Holland pulling double duty.
Wow.
But there is one star some fans have some questions for, and that's Sadie Sink. She has not appeared in any of the trailers, and her exact role is being kept under wraps. But hey, don't worry, she is here to confirm a few things. Take a look.
Since the trailer dropped, I've seen so many theories about who I'm playing. To match your incredible energy, I've decided to give you 3 exclusive, confirmed answers right now. I can confirm I am not Spider-Man. Second, I can confirm I am not Aunt May. And third, I can definitely confirm that I am in this movie. As for who I really am, you'll have to find out in the theater.
Wow.
She's good. She's too good.
Secret like that.
I know.
Right?
It's really impressive.
Yeah.
And you don't have to wait long. Spider-Man Brand New Day swings into theaters next week on July 31st. And ahead of the opening, I can confirm Sadie will be joining us right here on GMA.
Yes.
Looking forward
We have
to
a
that.
lot more
And
questions to
hopefully
ask her.
saying more.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We turn now to ABC Secret Savings with GMA lifestyle contributor Lori Bergamato, and she's bringing us summer comfort to keep us cool and cared for at great prices. Lori, you always take such good care of us.
Oh,
hello.
Well, you're already cool, but I'm going to keep you cared for, Rebecca Jarvis. So we're going to start with Sleep Zone here.
Yeah.
This is engineered for hot sleepers. So the ideal temperature that you should be sleeping in is 60 to 67 degrees. We've had these heat waves recently.
Hard to stay cool.
It is, and then it's also expensive because you're cranking up the AC. So cooling sheets are a great thing. These were actually named, these from Sleep Zone, were named a 2026 Good Housekeeping Bedding Award winner. That's my alma mater. I know how hard they test there, so you can trust that. They have a great soft feel, and they absorb and release body heat to prevent overheating.
Interesting. Yeah, it feels like almost, not workout wear, but closer to workout wear.
It's so smooth, breathable, supportive. There's even a mattress pad down here, and then there's those lightweight comforter sets down there, and everything you're seeing today from Sleep Zone is 30% off. So it's a really great thing to invest in. Okay, speaking of another great thing to invest in, red light therapy.
Yes.
I feel like you and I talk about this often because
Absolutely.
I think we're both very into it. This is from Fringe, you guys. So red light therapy is great, like a face mask. You guys probably know about it.
What is this?
Aesthetically, we're gonna get to that in one second. But basically, what the face mask does is it helps that red light to give you a radiant complexion. This one also has blue light, so if you have any acne problems or you just want clearer skin, blemish-free skin, that's gonna be great. The rest of what you're seeing are therapy wraps and therapy plates. So this is really good if you have, it's going to target cellular healing. So if you have, a shoulder issue or back pain or your legs or anything like that, after, you saw Michael and Becky on those vibration plates. So that was pre-workout. If you want recovery, this is going to help to stimulate that recovery, and everything you're seeing is all 40% off plus free shipping from Fringe. And it all uses, Rebecca, that red light therapy, because the science behind it is basically we're not getting enough sunlight, and the sunlight helps to produce cellular energy, and that cellular energy is stimulating and it helps with recovery.
So you can be cool indoors and have your red light therapy.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about painful feet. We're gonna put your best foot forward because we want comfortable feet for the summer and all year long, and you can transform any uncomfortable pair of shoes. These insert, those are from Fulton. They're a signature cork base. It custom molds, so it offers support and alignment for every arch and gait pattern. So you can feel like just how comfortable that cork base is. They have a classic insole, a deep heel cut, cushioning foam, shock absorbing base. And that's also, I love this one. It's gonna help you stand taller, because I'm always looking to get a little taller. You could save 25% from Fulton. Okay, and as I said, we're putting your best foot forward. Compression socks. We talk about these a lot for travel, you guys, but what we love about this as well is these have 55,000 5-star reviews, which is huge.
That's hard to do.
It's very hard to do. This is all from Wello, and a lot of the reviews are saying if, like, postpartum, women who have just had babies, and nurses and teachers, women who work, or men who work in salons, anyone who's really on your feet a long time. These have the signature knee-high graduated compression, and what people love about them, particularly for summer, is they have micro vents, so you're not going to feel
it's not overheating.
Exactly.
That is actually one of my biggest complaints about wearing a compression sock.
Well, next time you travel, I'm telling you, this is what you need, and everything from Wello is more than 30% off. And then finally, again, we're talking about keeping everything cool and cared for. This has over 8,000 positive reviews. The foot repair cream is for dry, cracked skin. We're all wearing sandals and things like that. There's a popular hand cream. There's a Miracle Rub, which is great for temporary pain relief. You can combine that with your red light therapy. And there's a 99% pure aloe gel. It soothes and it cools. So this is all from Miracle Foot Repair. And it's all, they use aloe. That's like their secret ingredient there, and you can save 40% off.
And I just use the hand repair on my hands.
And it probably feels amazing.
It works out great.
There you go.
Lori, thank you. And thanks to these great brands and more than 20 additional deals that are live right now from our ABC Secret Savings Special for July. You could check them all out by scanning that QR code on your screen or go to abcsecretsavings.com. And coming up here, we got Tom Holland one-on-one telling George new details about Spider-Man, including the Easter eggs he put in the movie just for fans.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
How are you feeling after today?
Fantastic.
So far, so good. So far, so good. Fantastic. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I saw the ladies. Ladies look strong, but I'm a little underwhelmed with your solos. Is this it?
This dance floor is your battleground. It's where you'll show us just how well you've mastered technique. You've all been paired off, but remember, tonight you will be judged as individuals. Once you've all danced, our judges will confer.
All right, welcome back to GMA. That was Derek Huff getting tough we saw there as a guest judge on the premiere of Dancing with the Stars, The Next Pro. He'll be here tomorrow to talk all about things from dancing to The Next Pro to the upcoming season of Dancing with the Stars and much more. Michael?
All right, Whit, and time now for Tom Holland. He's getting ready to swing back at the theaters in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and George sat down with him to talk about the movie and much more. Check it out.
Can I just fix your shirt?
Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. Tom Holland, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
We ready?
He's continuing his stellar run as Peter Parker in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
The new movie for me is something that I am incredibly proud of. But then it came with this added layer of pressure of, should we do it again?
Well, and you were a little hesitant, right?
I was hesitant because I would describe myself as a fan first when it comes to the MCU and Spider-Man, and I was really keen to make sure that we made a movie for the right reasons, rather than just, these movies are doing really well, let's churn out another one. It wasn't until I really sat down with Destin, our director, and he pitched me ideas of how he wanted to make a more personal story, that I really felt like we were investing in the character in a way that the fans would really respond to.
And you invested in it as well. You went right into the writer's room.
Yeah, they let me into the writer's room, and it was a fascinating experience. And I was so lucky that, you know, I guess I didn't realize the power I have as Spider-Man, because I would pitch an idea, go away for a week, come back, and they'd be like, here's your idea.
You didn't realize that? You're the star.
No, I always just, you know, I'm always like pinching myself. They're like, God, I'm lucky that I'm doing this. And there's a large portion of this movie, there's a big kind of moment that is my brother's idea.
Wow.
He came up with this idea that I went into the studio the next day and pitched as his idea. I did not take credit for it. But also, I said that because I was worried it was a bad idea. And they were like, oh, yeah.
You talk about being a fan first, and you really tuned into what the fans were looking for in this film, didn't you?
It was something that was really important to me, was to spend the time online and really understand what it was the fans were kind of looking for in the character.
Huh, it's gonna be like that, you wanna go?
And then I could bring some of the Easter eggs and stuff that I had seen online that fans really wanted. Because at the end of the day, they are who we make these movies for. These characters are such a large part of people's lives. They really love these characters. They feel like they're a part of this universe.
I didn't know you could get that big.
You turned 30 last month.
Right.
A few years ago, you said if you were still doing Spider-Man at the age of 30, you were doing something wrong. I'm sure you've gotten a lot of heat for that, but I think you beat it. You filmed it before you were 30.
That's very true. Do you know what? I think that's probably a statement of a naive young kid who, you know, at the time, the idea of turning 30 felt like a lifetime away. And, you know, I've never taken this character for granted, and I think there's a large part of that statement that was, I have this real hunger and desire to kind of shepherd whoever is lucky enough to play this character next through that process. Downey did that for me, on set and off set, and I don't want to hold on to this character. I don't want to overstay my welcome.
And you said that this summer really feels like you're starting the next chapter of your life, and you're really starting it with a bang. You've had such a huge year, both personally and professionally. Congratulations on all that. What are you hoping for next?
Just more challenges. I now feel like I'm starting this chapter where I can't quite get away with being a teenager anymore. And for me, what I love about my job is the challenges. You know, we have Fred Astaire next, is what we're, you know, planning on doing. And as soon as I finish with these tours, I'm diving back into the dance studio. And I did my first few rehearsals recently, and it both filled me with excitement and absolute dread, because I've got so much work to do to try and do Fred proud.
What does it mean to do Fred proud?
I have a desire to use no doubles, to do all of the dancing, to shoot those dances in one shot, how he would have done it.
Your family always knew you were going to be a dancer. I guess your father wrote about it in his book. Tell us the Janet Jackson story. Is she really the inspiration?
The Janet Jackson story is essentially, she had a song that when I was a kid, I was just obsessed with it. And if that song played, I would bounce along to the song in the rhythm of the song.
Wow.
Saturday street dance class, you know, all throughout our childhood, and that led to an audition, and that audition led to Billy Elliot, and that led to me getting an agent. So without my mum seeing that rhythm, so I owe it all to Janet and my mum. Janet and Nikki.
Holland, once again sharing the screen with Zendaya.
You two don't know each other? No, I'm a neighbor.
Friendly neighbor?
The couple appearing in not one, but two summer blockbusters. Do you say she is the best actress out there?
I truly believe so. I've seen her work for the last 10 years, and she is absolutely fearless with the way that she takes on characters. She has this unique ability to completely go the distance without characters becoming caricatures. And there are only few actors that can really do that. And I love her work ethic. I love her passion. She's really showing everyone up in the business.
As are you. Congratulations
Thank you
on
so
an amazing
much.
year. Thanks for coming.
Nice to see you, George.
Man, it looked like they had a lot of fun. I love seeing that. All right, Spider-Man, brand new day. It hits theaters everywhere on July 31st, and we'll have more from the cast, from the rest of the cast here on GMA next week.
Now with Emmy-winning writer, actor, and director Pamela Adlon. She's known for Better Things, Bob's Burgers, Rick and Morty, and most notably Bobby Hill in the hit series King of the Hill, which is back for a new season. And Pamela's here with us.
Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back.
Thank you very
Always great
much.
to see you. We should say congratulations on the latest Emmy nomination as well. How does it feel to be nominated for this role 24 years after you first won?
Well, my agents had texted me, and I was like, "You're mistaken," because I didn't understand what they were texting me about, but. It's an amazing thing. The nomination is the win for me, so no need to vote. That's
no need.
No need to vote. I'm sure everyone's really happy you just said that, Pamela. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm pregnant with my youngest daughter in that photo.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, and you were pregnant with your first daughter in that photo, but of course you play a 21-year-old guy, Bobby, in all of this. How do you get into that character?
Well, I mean, Bobby lives inside of me, and it's the duality of me. But I went through actually all 3 of my pregnancies doing this boy. He was 12 years old for 13 seasons, and then we did the reboot, and now I'm 21 and I'm a chef, and I'm a person who has relations with. I don't know what to say on Good Morning America.
Exactly.
Keeping it,
You may not be able to say it, but let's show a little bit of a clip of what you're talking
Thank you,
about.
Michael.
I'm looking forward to having a family dinner like we used to, which I will be paying for. Oh, Bobby, you don't have to do that. I insist. Now that we're dating, it's important your parents know I'm not the same person I was when I was 10. I'm a man. I got my own business. I make my own money. I'm a man. You said that already.
So this season, how are we going to see Bobby and Connie's relationship grow this season?
I think that they do a hard launch where they're just, they're living in the world. The show is so wonderful because it hits on so many levels, and you see the world really through Hank's eyes. And he's always been kind of a fish out of water, and now they've grown older. They were living in Saudi Arabia, and they came back to Texas, and Bobby's got his own business, and it's really just, it's sweet, but it's got teeth, but it's really about a family, and it's kind of an international show, even though it's known as an all-American show.
Yeah. And as you know, the fans are so passionate about this show. Is it true, though, that you're considering getting a Bobby tattoo, like some of the fans out there who actually have this ink?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I did this one on myself.
Is that real?
Me and no, this is the one I want to get. This is Karina Milan, my makeup artist. She threw this on me this morning.
It's a good outline, a good stencil. Then you just gotta do it
You're
for
ready
real
to go?
after.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just the features.
I love it.
No face.
So
No
great.
face. I mean, your fans, Whit mentioned it, some of them do have this tattoo. They are a very, very devoted fan base.
There's many. There are so many incredible tattoos, and actually, I put together a compilation with Giselle Vasquez, and we're going to put it on my Instagram today.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
What do fans want to hear? Is there a Bobby line that everyone wants to hear from you when they walk up from the street?
I just think that most people, it's weird to get recognized for my voice. They're like, I'm the biggest Bobby fan, and I'm like, you are just like the most. Not like a Texas boy or something, but it used to be like, I said good day, Sheriff, or something like that. But, anything. I mean, I just say stuff and people get very excited. It's really cool.
I love it.
Well, I tell you what, it's always fun having you. You're always a good time. You were great on Pyramid, by the way. I just want to let you know that.
Thank you, Michael.
I just want you to know
love
that.
doing stuff with you.
One of my favorites.
Does Bobby ever come out does Bobby ever come out when you're with your family or friends?
You know, people can hear it in my voice, and when I was doing, like, when I'm doing stuff that's like very not Bobby, like a show, like when I was doing Californication and doing kind of
on that
scenarios, people would be like, I'm hearing Bobby. I'm like, I can't help it. He lives inside of me.
Well, Pamela, it's so great to have you back.
Thank
Once again,
you.
Congratulations on the Emmy nomination.
Thank you.
Pamela Adlon, yep, absolutely. All 10 episodes, by the way, of King of the Hill, season 15, streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Coming up, it is snack time. Good Housekeeping is here with winners of its annual snack awards, and we're going to eat some. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Who wants snacks? It seems like my kids always do, because we have some really good ones, and they are all winners in Good Housekeeping's annual snack awards, chosen by nutrition experts at Home Taste Testers. Good Housekeeping Nutrition Director Stephanie Sassos is here to tell us all about them. Hello, Stephanie.
Hey, thank you.
So people at home chose this, as well as all of your great experts, and I just said this one looks really good.
Isn't it stunning?
It really is.
It's gorgeous. This is from Wildwood. They take premium 70% dark chocolate.
Okay.
They top it with freeze-dried fruit.
It's freeze-dried fruit.
Yes. So you have raspberries and strawberries on there. It's so tart yet naturally sweet.
I
Perfect
like that.
richness, right? You know what people said? They loved it as a
really
hostess
good.
gift.
Yeah,
to bring to
this
someone's
is a good
house.
hostess gift.
It's like a little bougie, you know.
And Ginger has a blood test. That's why
Yes,
she's
yes,
not eating.
we know.
I'm not just avoiding.
Don't worry, we're going to give you samples
also,
after.
This one would be the one. This would be my jam.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
here.
please. Take
Come
this
on.
is really
Get
good
in
right
here.
here.
Get in here.
You're going to like it.
That's right. I'll let you.
No,
I
okay.
love it. I love it.
Thank you.
So this is a
He's in and out.
vegan gluten-free cookie dough.
Okay.
You can eat it straight from the container.
Okay. What?
You can also bake it up into perfectly soft, homemade tasting cookies. It's from Deutsch.
Wow.
Isn't it excellent?
It is.
And it's actually
it's
healthy.
vegan. What is it?
Vegan. So it's got
Yeah, what
oats
is
in
it?
it,
Yeah.
chocolate chips. It's a fantastic ingredient list. And
Wow.
it bakes up in a couple minutes. It's
I
so
like
easy.
the mixture of the two. I would have the two together.
And as much as I love sweet, you need some salt in your life. So
Absolutely.
a little crunchy snack.
This is for the salty snackers. So the first thing we have here is popcorn, not your average popcorn though.
Doesn't
okay?
look like
This is nori.
This is from Besso. Yes, they add nori, sesame seeds.
Wow.
Isn't that so unique?
I like it.
It just works.
It
you
makes
know?
it more interesting.
And it's got that naturally salty flavor to it, right? And then we have these better for you pretzel nuggets from FitJoy.
Okay.
So the outside is a gluten-free cassava flour shell. The inside is like really good quality, creamy peanut butter.
That is really good.
Isn't it delicious?
Yeah.
It's actually very satisfying. That's what taste testers
I
loved
like how
about
they're
it.
smaller too, because you know how sometimes peanut butter pretzels can be so
Yes.
big, and you're like, oh.
1,000%. Super snackable and delicious.
Yeah,
Those
nice.
are really good.
Excellent.
Okay, this is
And now
one
you
I
have a
can do.
drink.
You have
Yes,
2 drinks.
2 drinks. Okay, so the first one we got is down below. This is hydrogen water. So
Hydrogen
yes,
water.
what Ojai does is they infuse hydrogen and magnesium into it. So it has like a very nice light bubble crisp. Don't
Yeah.
you love that?
Yeah.
And it's got no calories, no added sugar.
Huh.
Great natural organic cherry lime flavor
But it has
to
a
it.
sweetness to it.
Yeah.
That's the I get the lime at the
So
end.
you get
That's
those
nice.
fruit extracts, right, that give you that great flavor.
That's good.
And if you want to have the most refreshing drink of summer, it is this from Evolution. It is watermelon juice, cold pressed. They add a little bit of lemon to it. So what do you think?
Oh, it's really good.
Doesn't it taste like it's like freshly pressed this morning?
It doesn't have the pulpiness either. It's like a good smooth flavor.
Exactly. And you get so many natural electrolytes in here from the watermelon
Michael's
and the
skeptical,
lemon.
but it's really good.
You're gonna love it, Michael. Trust me. This is a definite go-to.
And then you have something for
I
the
like that.
kids because this is, you know, Rebecca said it. Kids need snacks.
Constant.
Oh
It is
my gosh.
constant.
Like you have
I
to
don't
be
know.
packed.
I didn't get snacks as a kid, so I'm
That's
just.
what I'm saying. Nobody had this for me in a bag.
No.
Moms are the snack purveyors for the family.
Right.
Okay, that's what we are. So, Yumi, you may recognize them with the kids. They make like the puffs and the bars.
This is a great brand.
Yes, great brand, excellent ingredients. They have some new pouches and they have probiotics in them. Some have protein in them. My son loves these and they actually keep him full for longer. Right, it doesn't just disappear.
Yeah.
Actually satiates him, right? And then Soli, fruit gummies, organic mango, organic raspberries, that's it. No added sugars, no artificial dyes. Aren't Aren't they excellent?
That is really good.
See,
Family
I tried
friendly
to do
snack.
and make that myself, and that was really hard.
Of course you did. Of course you did, Ginger.
And they fabulous, fabulous shape.
Thank you,
Thank
Stephanie.
you.
Thank you so much. And you can shop for all of these snacks on GoodMorningAmerica.com. And the new issue of Good Housekeeping is on newsstands right now. And we'll be right back. And I'm going to snack some more.
We really appreciate you being with us here on this Monday morning. Thank you for watching.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.